Oh boy. My fucking head. It's already hurting. Already fucking hurts. Okay. Oh, I have 364 fucking views. Cool. I guess. Fucking. Ugh. So, should probably say before, while on my streams, I wait for around about a minute to pass, solely because of the factor of internet related troubles. It's the way I've had to troubleshoot when it comes to PlayStation 4 streaming straight to YouTube and Twitch and all that. If you don't have good internet, like, you know, near lightning speeds, or, you know, good enough internet that it can actually run a game and not fucking lag like shit, yeah, wait a minute. It's simply like that. Just wait 1 minute and your stream should sync up. It should fix itself. The audio may lag a little, but that's it. That's all that will suffer. Everything else should be fine. And as of right now, that's all that I do to really troubleshoot. Here's all the masks, I guess, that I use. Still like certain other masks the most. I like to make stupid fucking retarded masks in this game. And I like to actually make ones that look nice, like this. Because if you go to the actual base version of this, which is what I will show really quickly if I can find it. It's, in all honesty, it's quite boring. Where is it? You wouldn't think that, like, seeing the screen morph a little, or like bend in a weird way, would fuck with your eyes. Okay, here it is. But it really does. So yeah, here's the base version of Smiley. You can tell that it's like, you know, nightmare fuel, somewhat. Also, if you look directly into the eyes there, I don't know how good the quality is, or like how big this here will pop up on YouTube, but you can actually see these eyes spiral inwards towards the pupil. And when you go in to edit it, like how I have, you'll see that it actually will go with different colors that you put as your mask aesthetic. So the white eyes and the purple hair, because in these face there you can see like the little purple and the white stuff. That's just the mask pattern color and the pattern itself that I've given it, and the little other color, which is like that little metallic silver stuff, which also like leaks into the mouth there. That's just the mask color I gave. And the mask pattern itself, if you want to know what that is, it's called the Punisher, or Punisher. It's supposed to be like the Marvel character. And yeah, here's a mask that I had on the old PlayStation 3 version. Remade it in this because, you know, I gotta have something at least that can remind me of the good old days. But yeah, I like to wear stupid fucking retarded masks like this, which, you know, pops up like that on characters. And I also like to wear stupid fucking retarded characters and do other stupid stuff in this game. Solely because it's just another way to have fun in a game that has very many problems. It's a way to make fun of a fucking shitty situation, I guess. So if you watch the last stream, that's the baby deagle. You can see all its base stats and shit. You know. You think with a 195.8 hitting pistol, you'd be able to kill a lot of things really easily. That is until you get into the higher difficulties, which normally would just be Death Wish and one down when it eventually comes to the PlayStation and stuff. But 195 is what you want to hit with a fucking base assault rifle in that difficulty. Because my Christ, you just get your asshole fucking destroyed in one down. One down is the one thing that will fucking show you that you are a little bitch. And for a while, the meta of it was to get a certain gun and upgrade it with certain skills. And the certain gun was this, the fucking heavy crossbow, because somehow with certain skills and a certain loadout, this here, a 530 damaging fucking gun, would somehow hit harder than this, which is the hardest hitting primary gun in the entire game. With the silencer skill on, you can see that it would only hit for a certain thing, but with the hang on, how much? So yeah, it would only hit for 3,045, but with the silencer skill, it can hit for 3,807 or 17. I can't tell by how little the number is, but like, my God, that is such a massive jump. That is a fucking gigantic jump. That is ridiculous. And somehow, that fucking crossbow hit harder than that, which means that it would actually one-shot everything. It would one-shot skull dozers, it would one-shot black dozers, it would one-shot white shirts, it would one-shot fucking everything. Everything in the game, it would just instantly kill. The only thing I think it didn't instantly kill were sentry gun turrets, and the only reason why is because those fuckers are armored like shit. You need a lot of fucking shit to kill those guys. Also, you can tell here that they added, for shits and giggles, a flamethrower and a fucking minigun, which I think on the handle, the GLHF stands for Good Luck, Have Fun. But, in order to avoid what happened last stream... Oh, wait, no, it's already happened, because I've already spoke for 7 minutes. But, yeah. I'm going to pick my normal shit that I like to put on, because, you know, stealth is never a fucking option in this game, if you know anything about pubs, which stands for pubs, you know, just normal public games. Then you know that stealthing in pubs is the equivalent of allowing yourself to get shot directly in both of your legs and then beaten with a fucking goddamn machete just back and forth across your face. Pubs in this game are fucking horrible. It's fucking so bad. And if PC players think that they have it bad, try pubs on console with most of the fucking bugs and glitches that you guys once had still dominant and prominent here. For instance, as of right now, there's still the glitch for what's that map? What's that fucking map? I'm trying to remember it. It's the one with Overdrill. First World Bank, that's it. The classic First World Bank. The only way how to deal Overdrill on that is to play on Overkill. Not Overkill. Originally it was Overkill, hence the name Overdrill. But, it is to play on One Down, or Death Wish. And what you do is that you have to wait for, I think it was an hour, or maybe 2 hours, for a drill in the back room that you can only trigger by doing a certain type of like pattern thing in the middle room. It's when everybody looks to the one side of the room, and then from looking for one side of the room, they look back at the main door, and one guy is standing at the main door, looking back to the console, and the guy at the console is looking at the guy in the main door. From there, it would trigger a little red flashing light to the right guy that is standing in the console room, that is looking at the main door, and it would signify to you, hey, you can now do Overdrill. You would put the drill on the back, and when you put the drill on the back, you only have to survive for, like I said, like a minute, an hour or 2 hours. And then from there, you would have to do a small puzzle, and then from doing that small puzzle, you'd be able to move, I think, god damn it, fucking shitty mic. And then from going there and doing all of that, you would be able to um, move, I think it was either 30 or 50 bags of gold, which is more than enough, then I think to boost you to level maybe 60, 50, I think, from 0 to 50, which is, you know, half of the rank. It's half the rank that you need to get to the max rank, which is 100. And it's not even the max rank, because I think it's like 10 levels, maybe 20 levels of infamy, which is fucking ridiculous. And yeah, it's ridiculous. Here's the infamy tree. I can, you know, I can now progress this. So the very first thing that you'll get in infamy is the heat. From the heat, you can get one of four masks. You can get the Spectre, Plague Doctor, Butcher, or Specialist. I highly recommend that you don't get Spectre, because Spectre looks cool until you wear it. It's really not a cool mask. Butcher looks pretty neat. Specialist looks pretty good. Plague Doctor for a while was the fucking king. And then from there, you could, you know, either get one of the other masks, whereas when you go into next infamy, or you can get more XP, which I highly recommend that you do, because XP doesn't just level up your character, but it also levels up your perks, which is this shit. It levels up your perk decks. It's the reason why I have most of these, because that extra bonus little thing just fucking, it's beautiful. And yeah, for a very, very, very long time, it took me, I think it was like, what, maybe level 80 originally, from 0 to 80 the very first time, to get one of these fuckers up fully. And I picked Burglar. Didn't realize that Burglar was actually the fucking stealth perk deck. I never fucking do stealth. I never do stealth. So I picked the wrong perk deck to get all the way up. The reason why I did was because Clover had just come out on the PlayStation, along with Jacket and all that. Actually, no, Jacket wasn't even out yet. So I only had Dragon. I don't even think I had fucking Dragon now, if I have to think about it. I only had Clover, Hoxton, and Wick. Those were the last three characters to make, I think, if I can remember correctly. And from there, I just said, well, fuck it. I already main Clover. I may as well just use a perk deck as well. Yeah. Good fucking ideas, me. So then from there, Jacket came out, and I liked Sociopath. So then I got Sociopath up, and then I saw just how broken and busted ass Grinder was. So then I went for Grinder, and then from Grinder I just never really moved. Because if you know anything about Grinder, you're evil. You're an evil man. And yeah. From there, Payday. If I don't even know if I'm fucking saying it right. But yeah, Payday just becomes fucking evil, and it becomes easy. There is one thing though, they did manage to nerf Grinder. You don't heal back as much health as you originally used to, and I think you can only now use certain armors, because if you look here, the Grinder perk deck is disabled while using this armor. The only ones that you can wear is the lightweight and the two-piece. They're the only ones. You need to unlock this here with a certain skill. And even then, you can't even use this and benefit from Grinder, because if you did, then you were broken. You were busted. You were evil. You were Satan incarnate. You didn't even need broken weapons to survive on Death Wish originally. The only thing that you needed was this and Grinder. That's all you needed. You did not need anything else. All that you needed was Grinder. That's how busted Grinder used to be. And then they fixed it. But yeah. I would like to use Grinder, but I think I'm going to use Showdown solemnly because of the factor of not Showdown, Sociopath. Solely because of Showdown, because Showdown is not busted, but just powerful. It's strong. It's a good perk. Which is, I'm glad the way of how they managed to do the Jacket character was to make him go completely fucking crazy whenever he uses his perk deck, So much so that you'll fear people into running away from you, and they just have random bursts of just fear. I love that shit. But yeah, I will play this game when I get back. I need to fucking pee again. Good fucking God. On the way back, all I did was fucking drink, and now I fucking feel it. So I will probably be back in like 5 minutes or so. Probably more. So don't hold me to that, but just, be ready to drink, be ready to do whatever. Be ready to fucking get a bowl of popcorn or whatever. And I will be back. I will be back. I will not stop the stream. I will be back. That took a lot fucking longer than expected. Now, another thing. Before I start fucking playing, if people are wondering why they were left in silence for so long, uh, it's because I don't really like listening to this game's audio. A lot of it is just gunfire and Bane telling you what to do over and over again. And it gets annoying kind of quick. Not to say that the music is bad, or that Bane's voice actor is bad, or that the gunshots sound unrealistic or ever. It just gets annoying when you hear it a lot. And it doesn't really help with headaches. Really doesn't. But, yeah. That's why. So, what we're gonna do is, first off, we're going to fucking make a gun that doesn't really suck. We're going to get a gun more like, and we're gonna do whatever the fuck we please. And from, I think our loadout is good. The buzzer, by the way, is a fucking amazing melee. It is O fucking P. Not because of its stats or whatever, but because it's a taser. Device that electrocutes and interrupts targets on touch. It stops everything. It stops cloakers from instantly knocking you down. It stops tasers from tasing you. It can, I think, one-shot snipers. I don't know, because you can't melee snipers in this fucking game. Wish it could. It can stop everything. It can even stop shields from looking at you to block attacks. You can get around them by mostly dancing on their shield, by walking on them, or by walking right and then going left really quickly. You can tase them. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, if you can get into the big fuck pit that is the captain, you can tase his ass and hold him directly still and just pump everything that you have into him. Oh hey, an invitation. I'll take that. But yeah, we're gonna fucking do this, guys. We're gonna have a bit of fun. We're gonna not probably suck ass. And no, he didn't invite me to anything else. But yeah. So far we're joining a game and we're waiting for it to respond. If you're wondering, the reason why I just got invited is probably because this guy is doing Overdrill, and I've already talked about Overdrill. By the way, sorry for taking so fucking long. Just, really badly needed a shit along with the piss, and that didn't really help. But one thing I do recommend in this game that you focus on the build that you want to play with. If you want to be loud, focus on a loud build. If you want to be, stealthy, focus on a stealth build and emphasize your stealth. Don't just say you're stealthing, because people can take that as very many things in this game. That you're stealthing until you get to a point, then you're going loud. You're pseudo-stealthing, which is what I also like to dub as failure stealthing. Whereas when you stealth all the way up to the point, whereas when you fuck it up, and then from there you just go loud, because you just, you're fucked up. And another thing that you can do is also not, not do pubs. Get friends to either get the game, or Sorry, I just had a little bit of an interruption there. Just had to mute the mic really quickly. Oh,
We'll have a cooked dinner tomorrow night.
good. Um, or you could just, not do stealth builds in this game, because as great as the stealthing can be at times, because don't get me wrong, this game's got pretty great stealth when it wants to fucking work, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong in stealth. Going loud is a lot easier and it's a lot less stressful. One thing I will say that going loud does have over stealth any day is soundtracks, just music wise. The game itself just plays a lot better when shit is loud compared to when shit is stealthed. There are some tracks that sound good in stealth. There are some tracks that don't sound good in stealth. It is the same thing when things are going loud. It's probably a big thing that I would say that shows it well is the track Razor Mind. Razor Mind is it's a great track for going loud. It's probably a meme by now, because fucking almost everything in Payday is. It's a great track for going loud, and it blue balls the ever-loving shit out of you when you go silent, because it just builds up and then stops. Then it plays again. It builds up, stops, and then plays again. Meanwhile, when you go loud, it builds up, it keeps playing, it keeps going and going and going until it stops the build up, and then it loops. And then it does the whole song again, but it does it in a loop way that doesn't feel like it blue balls you, and it doesn't fucking, toy with your emotions. But yeah, that's just the way of how certain things in this game can happen. Another thing that can happen in this game that probably will happen a lot is stealth in general can fuck up in very many ways. You can fuck up stealth in so many ways that it's actually impressive. You can fuck it up by getting seen. You can fuck it up by accidentally putting a corpse somewhere. You can fuck it up by throwing a bag into a camera. You can fuck it up in all of these glorious ways and more by just simply either not focusing or being shit at the game. And don't worry, when you're shit, just blame your build or something. I don't know what the fuck people do, whereas when they try to shift blame off the fact that they're a shitty player in this game. Because when you're bad in this game, you're bad at a lot of things. And that's saying something. That really is. But nonetheless, the game does have a few of its, it has its moments, I would say. Payday is a game that you play to have a bit of fun and not take anything seriously. Because if you take anything seriously in this game, you are an absolute fucking idiot. This game is very unrealistic. Like, yeah, it does have its moments. And yeah, it can be good at times. But my god, it's fucking stupid. For instance, there is falling damage in this game, and there's a perk that decreases your falling damage. Fair enough. That's all fine. But let's just say you're falling really quickly, but then you grab a ladder at the very last second to stop your falling. So you take no falling damage, but then you jump off said ladder back onto the floor. If I can remember correctly, I have died this way solemnly because the game just doesn't know what to do with your character, so it counts you as still falling because you do it too quickly, and you just take all of the falling damage in the world. Another thing that it does is that it likes to do what I like to call the From Software fall damage, where if you fall, but then you hit something and you slide off it, you take no fall damage, depending on how big the fall is, and from the falling damage, it will keep countering all of the fall damage that you can take from there, but so long as you keep sliding. So as soon as you hit a solid surface on the floor below you, you will actually stop, and depending on how much damage that you would have taken originally from the big fall damage, because when you're sliding, you still count as falling, it will either instantly kill your ass or not. And it is one of the things in this game that can really just really fuck with you, and it's really weird. But that's Payday logic. It really is Payday logic. Uh, One only other bad thing I can say about this game as of right now is that some of the guns and some of the weapons feel really either overpowered or useless. And some of them just feel awful to use. For a while, the boomstock pistol was a fucking awful pistol. It is the... Fuck, I actually forgot of its name right now. I actually really did forgot. It's an old World War, I think, 1 or 2 pistol. It's one of the old World War pistols, and it can be modified into a rifle-looking one. It's the one that you can get in Battlefield 1 when you're in the biplanes, and you can just jump out and you can see that you have like a stock and a really long barrel on your pistol. I'll just show it to you when we can get back into a menu or whatever. And yeah, you'll understand that this pistol was once really fucking terrible. It was fucking horrendous. It was a terrible fucking sidearm. Because you just had so much more shit. You just had way more shit. You had everything that you could want. And from, you know, you could have everything that you would want from any other secondary. You could have had a gun that fucking hits hard. You could have had a gun that fucking shoots a lot. You could have a gun that is a fucking all-rounder. You could have this. You could have that. You could fucking do whatever. I'm going to quit this because I want to really show you. Also feel like I'm going to go to bed soon, so I'm just getting really fucking tired. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Did I delete it? No, there it is. So, yeah, it's this pistol. This pistol was once fucking garbage, and yeah, now it's not so garbage. It's don't get me wrong, it's still bad in the PlayStation version, but you know, with that buff around the fucking corner because of that update, it's not gonna be so terrible. But yeah, for a very long time, this thing was horrendously bad. This thing was god awful, and because the main reason why is because it can just be outshined and outdone by other guns. For instance, Jacket's Piece. It can outdamage it by a fair bit, and that's saying something because this gun itself, even though it is a beautiful fucking gun, and I love everything to do with Hotline Miami. I am a massive fucking Hotline Miami person. Only recently platinumed it because even though I got it at launch for PlayStation, it kind of beat the shit out of me for a while. And then when I learnt everything to learn in the game, all the spawns, all the objectives, all the secrets, everything. Once when I learned everything in the game, I just, you know, slowly worked my way towards platinuming it. And then I thought that one of the things was secret, so I didn't know how to get it. And I didn't know what type of fucking achievement it was, so I didn't know how to get it at all. Another one was, I thought, glitched. Turns out it was just a weapon that counted as a different weapon, but even though it's the same weapon, it just counted as its own single thing, because there were only 2 frying pans in the game, and both of them count as their own things. And the other one is that I had to beat the game while getting A+ on every chapter, and that trophy can go fuck itself so much. All of the really annoying chapters, except for Biker's bits, there was only one biker mission. you had to A plus. Almost every single one of Jacket's mission you had to A plus. The only one that you didn't have to was Trauma. And I feel like it was another mission. I feel like it was another one. I'm forgetting it right now. But other than that, you had to burn it. You had to get the bonus one. You had to get the exclusive mission. You had to get the fight scene. You had to get the fight with Biker. You had to get the showdown one. You had to get A plus on all of that shit. You had to A plus everything. Showdown, that was actually it. You actually had to not get A plus on Showdown because Showdown doesn't have a rank. You had to A plus everything that had a rank, and my fucking god, it took a while. It took a fucking long time to get A plus on everything. Because I think if I can remember correctly, I had to break 12,000 on one of them to even get B. To get a fucking B, and it was just, it hurt, man. Like, it hurt a lot. The only way how I even got that was by a collection of masks, which was, uh, Payday, which is, fucking meme guy. It was the frog, which gives you a longer combo weapon, longer combo window, and then it was the Carl mask, because you get 12,000 points with the drill on a ground execution. It's the longest execution in the game. Pretty much anything can interrupt you. And Brendan, solemnly because you walk extremely fast, which means that if you're quick enough, you can keep a combo going. And also time bonus, because time bonuses in that game, to me, if it weren't for them, I probably wouldn't have A-plussed a lot of fucking missions. But yeah, that's just how long it took me to fucking get the platinum in Hotline. And I feel happy now the fact I have it. And also, I've just been realizing that this stream has gone on for 44 minutes, and around about 7 of them were spent with me just trying not to fucking really do anything. Not do anything, but just fucking squeeze one out. But, yeah, I am really fucking tired, so I think I'm just gonna play one map and then go to bed, because I am exhausted. I feel drained. And if I wake up with a hangover, I hate myself. Really, I don't have transporter. I have nothing in transporter. So before I go there, okay. Yeah, that looks good. And granted, I can't do moving target anymore, but at least I have transporter. So, now the fact that I got all my shit back, it is time to play one last thing of Payday. And I'm going to make it a quick match. Because as I had said, I am tired. I want to sleep. I am a little bit too tired to continue this. I am thinking about streaming tomorrow. Solely because, why not? Would pick Hotline Miami here, but you know, Hotline Miami is a little bit of a long map. It's 2 days, and the second one can be RNG as shit. Oh, sorry, lock based. And Hoxton Breakout is 2 days and takes a fucking ever. There's only one map. Oh, there it is, more Crasher. That is 1 day and short as shit. Another one that can be short, just depending on who you're playing with. Is what's it called? Cook Off. Cook Off can be fucking fast if you want it to be. Playing on a higher difficulty and just fucking gunning it. Blow the shit out of that factory and just fucking keep moving. Just don't stop moving. So I'm assuming, yeah, so somebody here is a noob. Somebody here just doesn't have good shit. Somebody here has some good shit, but not all of it is great. And then there's me at max rank, which is infamy too. Which means I still need to fucking level my shit up. Also, even though I do have Pistol Messiah, and it's aced, so that means that if I go down, if I switch to my pistol and kill something, I automatically get back up. And with the aced variant, I get 2 extra chances of doing it before I have to go into custody in order to reload them. You know, to get those charges back. In all honesty, it's... Oh, well, that was fucking fast. In all honesty, it's not very... It's not a very fucking... What's the word I'm looking for? It's not a very great perk. It's a perk that I would use whenever I got the Beagle. I'm trying to think of the fucking gun's name. But yeah, whenever I got the Beagle, I just realized how great the gun was, so I was like, okay, well, Pistol Messiah here can fucking be used for once. Because other than that, Pistol Messiah is completely fucking useless. It is a gun that needs, like, it's a perk that needs a gun to work. And it not just needs a gun, but it needs the gun. And if it weren't for fucking Beagle, I would probably have to use the, what's the name of it? The revolver to get it done. Come on, Belle. Well, even though this wasn't a very great stream here, I think I have streamed enough, because I am tired and I just want to sleep. And I think if I just stay up longer, I'm gonna wanna fucking just pass out and just fucking just black out, man.
on break right now, but I wanted to talk to you about something.
Alright.
Alright. I found out for Ark, there are 10 bosses each map. And they're like raid bosses from Borderlands and shit. You can bring up to 20 dinosaurs with you and a max of 10 players. And yeah, they're fucking raid bosses. And I was gonna say, when you got the game, me and Napalm and Regina are gonna be building up our shit to level you really quick. And I wanted to know if you'd want to participate in those raid bosses.
Why not?
Alrighty. You sound really tired or drunk or both. I think you're still streaming, aren't you?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt your stream.
No, I don't care about that. I'm just about to fucking call it quits and go to bed. I am too tired. Too
I
fucking
feel you
tired.
on it.
Alright.
Plus, it would help with you being in another time zone, too. You know why?
Why?
We could raise real dragons. Well, not real dragons, but you know what I mean.
I was gonna say real dragons, dude. They're in the fucking game.
I know, but I wish they was real. Not really. We'd all die, but that's not the point.
You'd all get fucked.
Did you kill your Jim Beam?
Oh yeah, that shit's already been going for a while.
Ah, well, you can kind of tell. You got that rasp in your voice, like your throat burns.
Nah, not really. I don't feel it.
No, you don't feel it, but you can hear it. When you drink whiskey straight from the bottle, that you get that throat burn.
Ah.
Sound like you just got
Even though I don't smoke. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. I'm ridiculously tired.